Dear God, it's me. I come to you today with a heavy heart, but also a heart full of trust. You know everything that is happening inside my body. You know about the worries that keep me awake at night. The big surgery is coming soon, and I am honestly so scared. I place all my anxieties, all my fears, and all my doubts into your hands. Please guide the surgeons, the nurses, and everyone who will be in that operating room. Let them be your instruments of healing. I ask for your peace to calm my spirit and your strength to carry me through this challenge. I know that with you, I am never alone in this fight. I have so many dreams, Lord. I want to finish my studies and make my family proud. I want to live a long, healthy life, one where I can share my story and inspire others. Please grant me this chance. Help me to see this obstacle not as a dead end, but as a detour that will make me stronger and bring me closer to you. I surrender my life, my health, and my future to your will. I trust that your plan for me is greater than anything I can imagine. I pray that you will heal me completely, not just my body, but also my spirit from all the pain and hurt. As I prepare for this journey, I also want to pray for my family. Give them strength and comfort as they wait. Ease their worries and fill their hearts with the same hope that I am trying to hold on to. Let them feel your presence beside them. I also pray for other patients who are facing similar battles. May they find courage in their faith and feel your loving arms around them. We are all your children, and we all need your grace. Help us to support one another and to be a light in each other's darkest moments. Thank you for listening to my simple and honest prayer. I know this path will not be easy, but I hold on to your promise. You are the great healer, the source of all hope. I choose to face this surgery not with fear, but with a heart full of faith. I believe that after this is all over, I will have a powerful testimony to share. A story of how your love and grace saw me through the most difficult time of my life. I am ready, Lord. I place my hand in yours, and I am ready to walk this path with you. I claim my healing in your mighty name. Amen. It all started with a small lump on my neck that I noticed one day. At first, I didn't think much of it. Maybe it was just a swollen gland, but as weeks turned into months, it was still there. My family and I decided it was time to see a doctor. After a series of tests, including a biopsy, the results came back. The doctor sat me down and explained that the cells were classified as Bethesda Category 5. This meant there was a very high chance that it was papillary thyroid cancer. Hearing the word cancer was like a punch to the gut. It felt like the world stopped for a moment. All I could think was, why me? The diagnosis was a huge shock, not just for me, but for my entire family. Suddenly our lives were filled with doctor's appointments, medical terms we didn't understand, and a lot of uncertainty. The doctors explained that this type of thyroid cancer is often very treatable, especially when caught early. They recommended a total thyroidectomy, which means removing the entire thyroid gland. This was the best way to make sure all the cancer cells were gone. It was a lot to take in. I was young, still in school, and I was about to face a major surgery and a lifelong journey of managing my health. My faith was truly tested during this time. There were nights I would just cry and ask God why this was happening. It felt so unfair. But in the middle of all the chaos and fear, I found a strange sense of calm whenever I prayed. Talking to God honestly about my anger, my sadness, and my fears helped me process everything. I started to see this challenge not as a punishment, but as a test of my faith. It was an invitation to trust God on a deeper level than ever before. I had to believe that He had a reason for allowing this in my life, even if I couldn't see it yet. This experience forced me to grow up very quickly. I learned so much about the thyroid and the human body. I realized how important it is to listen to your body and to seek medical help when something feels wrong. The fear of the cancer spreading was very real. It motivated me to agree to the surgery without delay. Early detection and early treatment were my best weapons in this fight. I chose to face it head-on, armed with medical facts, the support of my family, and a growing faith that God was in control of it all. One of the biggest blessings during this journey was my incredible medical team. I will forever be grateful to my endocrinologist and my surgeon. From our very first meeting, they were so kind, patient, and reassuring. They took the time to explain everything to me in simple terms, drawing diagrams and answering all of my countless questions. They never made me feel like just another patient. They saw me as a person, a young student with a future ahead of her. Their confidence and expertise gave me a profound sense of peace. I knew I was in the best possible hands. The hospital staff, from the nurses to the technicians, were just as amazing. They were the ones who were there for me during the long waits and the scary tests. They offered smiles, comforting words, and so much compassion. On the day of my surgery, I remember the anesthesiologist holding my hand and telling me that they would take good care of me. That small gesture meant the world to a scared young patient. It's these little acts of kindness that you remember the most. They are a reminder of the goodness in people, especially those who dedicate their lives to healing others. Placing my trust in my doctors was a conscious decision. I had to let go of my need to control everything and simply trust their knowledge and skills. This was an act of faith in itself. I prayed for them, asking God to guide their minds and their hands. I believed that God works through people and He had placed this specific team in my life for a reason. This trust helped to quiet the what-ifs in my mind. Instead of worrying about what could go wrong, I focused on the fact that I had a team of experts who were dedicated to making me well again. I want to extend my deepest thanks to my doctors and the hospitals that cared for me. Your dedication goes beyond medicine. You bring hope and healing to so many lives. For anyone going through a similar situation, finding a medical team that you trust is so important. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Find doctors who listen to you and make you feel safe. Having that trust and connection makes the entire journey so much more manageable. It allows you to focus your energy on what matters most, your healing. Going through this while still in school was incredibly difficult. On the outside, I tried to act normal, but on the inside, I was carrying a heavy secret. I was worried about falling behind in my classes, but I was even more worried about what my classmates would think. Teenagers can sometimes be unkind, and I was so scared of being judged or treated differently. The thought of them knowing I had cancer was embarrassing. I didn't want their pity, and I definitely didn't want to become the subject of gossip. So I chose to keep my diagnosis very private, sharing it with only my closest friends. The stress of my health combined with the pressure of academics was overwhelming. I remember sitting in class trying to focus on a lecture, but my mind would drift to my upcoming surgery or the fear of what the final pathology report would say. Some days I just felt so isolated, like no one could possibly understand what I was going through. After the surgery, I had a visible scar on my neck. I was so self-conscious about it. I would wear scarves or high-collared shirts to hide it, hoping no one would notice or ask questions about it. It felt like a constant visible reminder of my battle. This period also brought back painful memories of past hurts, like being bullied in my younger years. The fear of being singled out again was very real. It made me want to retreat and become invisible. However, I knew that hiding and worrying wouldn't help me get better. I had to make a choice. I could either let the fear and embarrassment consume me, or I could focus on my health and my future. I realized that my education was my ticket to a better life, and I couldn't let this disease take that away from me. I decided to channel all my energy into my recovery and my studies. Slowly but surely, I started to let go of the shame. I began to see my scar not as something to hide, but as a symbol of my strength and survival. It was a testament to the battle I had fought and won. I had to learn to move on from the past hurts and the opinions of others. My health and my happiness were more important than what anyone else thought. This shift in mindset was crucial. It allowed me to reclaim my power and focus on what truly mattered: getting well, finishing my education, and building a bright future for myself. After the surgery, a new chapter of my life began. The recovery was a process, both physically and emotionally. The biggest change was learning to live without a thyroid gland. My doctor explained that I would need to take a thyroid hormone replacement pill, levothyroxine, every single day for the rest of my life. This little pill would do the job that my thyroid used to do, regulating my metabolism and keeping my body in balance. This became my new normal, a lifelong commitment to my health that I was ready to embrace. It was a small price to pay for a second chance at life. Creating healthy habits became my top priority. I learned the importance of taking my medicine correctly. I take my pill first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and then I wait at least an hour before eating or drinking anything other than water. This ensures that my body can absorb the medicine properly. I also became more mindful of what I eat. I started choosing healthier foods like fresh fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. It's not about a strict diet, but about making conscious choices to nourish my body and support my overall well-being. These small, consistent habits make a huge difference. This journey taught me the true meaning of discipline and self-care. It's not always easy to remember to take a pill every single day, but I see it as an act of love for myself. It's my way of taking control of my health and honoring the body that fought so hard to heal. I also make sure to get regular blood tests to check my hormone levels. This helps my doctor adjust my medication dose as needed, ensuring that my body is getting exactly what it needs to function at its best. It's a partnership between me and my doctor, working together for my long-term health. Living without a thyroid has its challenges, but it has also given me a greater appreciation for my body and my health. I no longer take my energy or my well-being for granted. Every day that I wake up feeling good is a gift. This experience has motivated me to live my life to the fullest. I am more determined than ever to achieve my goals and to use my story to bring hope to others. Life after surgery is not just about survival. It's about thriving and embracing the beautiful, healthy life that I have been given. If you are reading this and you are facing thyroid surgery or a cancer diagnosis, I want you to know that you are not alone. It is completely normal to feel scared, confused, and overwhelmed. Allow yourself to feel all of those emotions. But please, do not let fear be the only voice you listen to. There is so much room for faith and hope, even in the darkest of times. Your journey is unique to you, but we are all connected by our shared experiences of struggle and strength. Hold on to the belief that you can get through this because you absolutely can. My faith was my anchor in the storm. I encourage you to lean on whatever gives you strength, whether it's your faith in God, the love of your family and friends, or your own inner resilience. Talk about your fears, write them down, pray. Don't carry this heavy burden by yourself. You will be amazed at how much lighter you feel when you share your load. Trust in the medical experts who are there to help you. They have dedicated their lives to this work, and they are your partners in this fight. Let them guide you, and trust that you are in capable hands. Remember to be kind and patient with yourself, especially after surgery. Your body has been through a major trauma, and it needs time to heal. Your scar is not a flaw, it is a badge of honor. It is a beautiful map that tells the story of your incredible strength and survival. Embrace it, celebrate it. You are a warrior. Focus on building healthy habits that will support you for the rest of your life. Take your medicine, eat well, and listen to your body. You are in control of your health now, and that is a powerful and wonderful thing. Finally, never give up on your dreams. This diagnosis might feel like a roadblock, but it is not the end of your story. It is just one chapter, and you have so many more to write. Use this experience to fuel your passion and purpose. You have a powerful testimony to share, one that can inspire and give hope to someone else who is just starting their journey. Your life is precious and beautiful. You are stronger than you think, and a bright, healthy future is waiting for you. Keep fighting, keep hoping, and keep the faith. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel.